Hello everyone and welcome back to Chrissy's Wig Room. This is Chrissy and today I am super excited to be sharing this video with you. We are going to be taking a look at 4 different colors of the John Renau Jessica. So I have 4 different colors, 4 different styles. It's the same style but it's all different shade names and I'm super excited to share this with you. I just want to say a big welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining my channel, and I hope that these videos bring you some inspiration on your wig journey. It's been an exciting journey for me over this past year as I started my wig journey around March of 2019, and it's just been the best, most wonderful investment in my own life that I could have ever made, and I'm super excited about it. Now, for those of you who have been with me for quite some time, and you know that I absolutely love volume. I'm all about big hair. I'm all about a lot of curls, a lot of bounce. I just love my permatease. I love my curls. I love those vintage and retro vibes that I think that this hair can bring. And I'm just super excited to do a comparison of 4 of the different colors that I have. This is one of my absolute favorite styles. This is the John Renau Jessica. This particular color that I'm wearing is FS2631, which is caramel syrup. It's a very dynamic auburn with a lot of strawberry blonde highlights mixed in, and it's just a beautiful color. And this comes in, I think, about 33 different shades, and so that's an awesome thing. Not only does it come in a lot of different shades, but it also has an incredible price point. This runs around $135 before discounts, and when you get a 30% discount, you can get this for a little under $100 or maybe right around $100. So if you're looking for this style, I encourage you to check out the style and also look at it for yourself, because I think that this is just a wonderful style. It's great for those of you that love big hair, if you like a lot of volume, if you like a lot of permatease. I definitely would recommend this style. It's an affordable, it's a budget-friendly style that just has so much fun. It's just everything that I always wanted in big hair, and it's a style that I just keep reaching for. I don't seem to get tired of it. I just keep reaching for it as an everyday go-to because I think it looks so glamorous, so elegant, and it's something that we can all fit into our budget. So I love the fact that it comes in so many different shades as well as the price point. So something that I have compared this to in the past is the Main Attraction Broadway. Many of us love the Main Attraction Broadway, and I've featured that style in the past, and it's still a favorite of mine as well, and I find that this compares a lot to it. It's similar in length. This might be just a little bit longer, and it's also similar in the curl pattern and in the volume that you can get with this. It's just one of those that the more you play with it, the more you get your fingers in there and really amp up this permatease. This is loaded with permatease on the top, so you can get tons of volume, which is something that I just absolutely enjoy. I love it, and I just can't get enough. Anything that's big and voluminous and curly, it's always my go-to styles that I enjoy so much. So we're going to take a look at this. I also am going to show you a product, and I'm going to go ahead and actually jump into that right now. So my sister raved about this, Daily Dazzle and Dawn. This is the John Renau Peace Out Contour Fiber Cream, and I don't know why I waited so long to get my hands on this. This is amazing. So for these kind of styles that have the permatease and the curl, if you're looking for something that will really contour the piece and give you that lift and that volume that you're looking for, this is definitely something to pick up. The Fiber Contour Cream adds texture and sculpting without weighing hair down. You rub a small amount into your palms and then you work through the ends of the dry hair and style as desired. So last night I was playing around with my Jessicas, getting them ready for this review, and I was playing with them and I was using this Peace Out cream, and I was like, oh my goodness, why didn't I start using this when I first started my wigs? I heard my sister rave about it and I knew I needed it, but I guess I was kind of skeptical maybe, or I just wasn't sure about putting product into my hair, because that's really not something that I've ever done or something that I've had much experience with. So I was kind of intrigued by it, but also a little scared, I guess you would say. So I just finally, after a year, it's been a year and a half now of my wig journey, I did this last night and I'm loving it. So this is something that I'm definitely going to continue to use, of course, on styles that I plan to keep, and I really want to bring out the volume, because what it does, and I'll show you in just a second here, it's an amazing thing, because what it does is you get a little bit of, you just basically, and I'll show you, let me open this real quick. So it looks like a white, basically just a white cream. And it's a solid, but what you do is you just get a little bit on your fingers like this, and then you basically rub your fingers together. And then what I do, put this down so I don't lose it. What I do is I just start working it through at the crown up here. And as you'll notice, it does an amazing job of separating these fibers and getting the lift, because what it does is, you know how silicone is real slick. When you first get a wig out of the box, the silicone fibers have a lot of, you know, shine, and they're kind of slick, and you really got to get them, you know, adjusted and adapted to the weather and real life, real elements. And this just really, it just adds that oomph to it, because what it does is it just kind of makes, it doesn't make the fiber sticky, but it just gives them some substance so that they'll keep a lift, so you can keep them volumized. So those of you that are always wondering, like, how do you get your styles to look so gorgeous and so voluminous? And I know many of you were always asking about how me and my sister, Daily Dazzle and Dawn, would get our styles to look like this and to get these big, voluminous, you know, out of this world hair. I always used, prior to this contour cream, I always used a wide tooth comb, and I can demonstrate with that as well. What I would do is I would take the wide tooth comb, go into the top where the permatease is, and basically just start, you know, working that permatease. And that's also another great way. As you can tell, it gets a lot of volume. But what I'm loving about this contour cream is the fact that I can get the lift and it stays. So you can just, you know, just get some on your fingers, you just rub it together like this, and then you just start working it through the hair, and you get beautiful separation, because it just keeps, that contour cream just gives enough tackiness to the fibers to keep the lift and the separation where you want it. And I just think it's just, you have the most glamorous hair. And I think I paid right around $100 for this, you know, and I just love this hair. This is just, to me, this is just everyday go-to hair for me. I like to dress up. I like to be glamorous. You know, I just like to feel my best. And when I'm wearing hair like this that has tons of volume, that is when I feel my best. And then another thing that, of course, I do with these styles is I'll give it a good shake, just like that, shake it out real well, and then I put it on, and we have all this volume. So I'm super excited about that, and I wanted to share that with you because it's another tip that if you're like me and you're wanting a lot of volume on your hair and you're just not sure how to get it and how to keep it, the wide tooth combs are a must, and then that John Renau Peace Out Contour Cream really helps in getting the volume, because you can just get so much volume. So I'm going to do a quick spin so I can show you this. This is the John Renau's FS 2631 in caramel syrup. I'm going to do a quick spin so you can see it. And also, I just want you to see how well it moves. It's so bouncy, it's so flirty, it's so fun, and it just really brings back those vintage and retro vibes of the 70s and the 80s, which I was born in 1983, but I love the hairstyles prior to that, and I always wanted big hair, and this is just a dream come true for me. But it has such fun vibes. You know, you get those Farrah vibes with this, you get those Olivia Newton-John vibes, you get those Grease vibes, and I just love it. It's just me. It's just who I am. It screams the kind of hair that I always wanted. I think it's just very feminine, it's just very sexy, it's very beautiful, and I think that it's just a timeless kind of classic hairstyle that so many of us enjoy. So we're going to go on to the next color. So this is caramel syrup, and I just want to show you up close. This is a really dynamic shade. If you like those auburns that have a lot of different tones in it, there's some, you know, medium brown tones in it. There's some gold blonde tones in it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful shade called caramel syrup. So let's go on to the next style. The next one that I'm going to show you is walnut syrup. And so this is FS 16, and it's called Walnut Syrup. And again, same thing. We've got tons of volume. I've been playing with this. Now this is new right out of the box. So I just put some contour cream in it last night and I was playing around with it. But I am just loving the volume. This FS 1016 Walnut Syrup is a beautiful color. It's a light ash brown that has ash blonde highlights mixed in, or they might even be a little bit golden blonde highlights, but it's that beautiful ash light brown base with these beautiful curls, and the highlights are stunning. So I really like this piece so much. I mean, I love it for so many reasons. Like I said, it's affordable, it's budget friendly, it looks good, you can play with it, you can have fun with it, you can get big, beautiful, glamorous hair with this, and you don't have to spend a lot. So you can have, you know, a couple of different colors, several different colors. I see this go on sale quite a bit, and I just think it is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I have so much fun with this style. So again, I'm going to do a quick spin just so you can see, and then I'm going to show you a couple of different ways I like to style this. I just love the color on this. I think that it's stunning. I think that you just cannot go wrong. If you like brunette, but you still want some blonde highlights, this is a great one for somebody that wants to go blonde, but you're used to being brunette. This is a beautiful shade. Beautiful curls, beautiful bounce. I just absolutely love it. So let me show you a couple of things here. This looks really cute, pulled back with a headband. This can look super vintage and gorgeous. So it looks really cute when you just pop a headband like right behind the bangs, because there is some bangs here in the front on this one. It is a standard cap, which I'll also show you in a minute. But this is just so much fun. So you can easily style it with a headband, and it just gives it those retro, those vintage vibes, those pinup girl vibes that I think are so beautiful. Just such a fun look. And then another way I like to style it is with a different kind of headband. This is a very kind of like a sparkly rhinestone one that I got at my local TJ Maxx, and it has little teeth in it. So again, you can just kind of set it in there, and you've got this really cute vintage looking style, and I just think it's beautiful. I think these kind of styles always look cute with headbands. And then you could also take a little clip like this, and you could easily sweep maybe some of these bangs to the side. You could always clip in a little clip like that. That's also an adorable way to style this that makes it look so fun and so polished. So those are just a couple of ways that you can style it. There is no fancy features to this. That's what keeps it budget and affordable. But that's okay. I think it's a beautiful style that just looks good on so many people, and it's just an amazing value. So I do want to show you the inside cap for those of you that have not seen John Renau Jessica. What we have here is we have a Velcro adjusters with a 1-inch nape. It's very soft. This is brand new, so I haven't, but I always cinch it in for my petite to average circumference. I will cinch it in all the way, and then it just fits me securely. We have small bendable ear tabs. They do have little stays in them on both sides. There's an open wefted cap, so there's plenty of stretch. And then in the front, you have that really soft classic cap. It's all enclosed rose lace, and there's a ton of permatease all across that cap, tons and tons of permatease, and you can see those fine little fibers right here. So there's permatease pretty much all over, but especially at the top here. That's where all the permatease is. And again, with the contour cream, I just get in there and I really work at the crown up here. I love a lot of volume. So like right here's the bangs, and then here's your crown. So I really like to work the contour cream or my wide tooth comb right here at the top, because that's where I want the lift. I want all this to be full and voluminous and there to be a lot of lift. And the wide tooth comb does a really great job too. So if you don't have the Jon Renau Contour Peace Out Cream, you can always just use your wide tooth comb. And when you really get your hands in there and you do that lifting with your fingers, you can really work the permatease. It's just a matter of, you know, getting the fibers to release from the cap, because when it gets to you in the box, they're really bound to that cap. So it's just a matter of fluffing it with your fingers until you get the desired look. And that's all I do. It's just that simple. I've also talked about my technique where when I'm done at the end of the day, after I've maybe conditioned it or, you know, just ready to give it a rest till the next day, I will put it upside down and hang it upside down just like that. And I will leave it, because what that does is the gravity pulls the fibers, so it's really helping to keep that volume. You want to keep that volume. But I just think it's gorgeous, and I love the highlights on this. Again, this is a light ash brown base with some really pale gold blonde highlights. Just beautiful all the way across. So now let's go on to the next one. The next one that I have for you is a really dynamic one. And this one is, let me get the tag here for it. This is Jessica in the color FS10, which is Toffee Syrup. And this is not available on all of their styles, but it is available on this one, and I love this one. I think this one especially is beautiful for the fall. So let me go ahead and put her on real quick. I'm just gonna adjust the nape here. This is beautiful. This reminds me a lot of Main Attractions Praline, if you're familiar with that color. But this is beautiful. So if you love dynamic highlights, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for somebody that likes subtle highlights. This is very bold. This is very dramatic. This is the most dramatic highlighted piece that I have ever seen. And it really sticks out quite a bit on this because of it being curly. So, you know, curly styles always look different than the straighter styles. And that's because the curls have different dimensions, which causes them to look more dimensional than a straighter style. So that's why when you have a straighter style in the same color as, say, this style, it can look different between your straight and curly styles. But this is beautiful. I love this. I think this will be especially beautiful in the fall. It's just kind of one of those fall transition shades when you're kind of wanting to go from blonde to something darker. This is a very dark medium brown with some dramatic gold blonde highlights. And it's very similar to Main Attraction Praline, although I would say that this is even more dramatic in the highlighting than the Praline. The Praline is still pretty dramatic too, but this is just really out there in your face, and I love it. So I'm going to do a quick spin, and that way you can get to see all of the colors on this. I love the colors. I think this is just a spectacular shade, and I think a lot of people would love this. If you've never experienced FS10, this is definitely a beauty. It's just a really, really beautiful shade. It just has that, you know, glamorous vibe to it. It really, really does. And I'm going to show you up close. And again, same thing. I just really took my Peace Out cream and was working with the hair. But you can really see when you look at it the gold blonde, and it's dramatic because it has such a dark base. But it's heavily highlighted with those highlights, and they're definitely pretty chunky too. So I think it's beautiful. I have no problem wearing this. I love, you know, my bio hair, as you can tell, it's dark medium brown. So I love a dark brown style. I think they're gorgeous, especially in the fall. But this has definitely got so many dramatic highlights to it, and it's just beautiful. It's just absolutely a stunning style, because it's almost like it's been frosted. It's like a frosted style. And I think it's gorgeous. I just absolutely gorgeous. So the last style that I'm going to show you in this round of different styles is John Renau's Jessica, and this is in the color FS2432 Raspberry Syrup. And in all of the styles that I have seen by John Renau, as far as the blondes go, I would have to say that this is my favorite blonde of all of them. I also really love the 12 FS8, which is a favorite amongst many of us wig wearers. That's the shaded praline, but this is just beautiful. It's got some raspberry auburn like lowlights mixed in, and it's just beautiful. So let me show you this one on. So again, this one's pretty new as well. I purchased it recently, and I actually had this one in the past, and then I don't know, I guess I got tired of it and I sold it, and then I decided to get it again because I'm just back into my Jessica vibes. But this is another one that I've been really working with the Peace Out cream to try to get it volumized really well here on top, and it takes some work. So it's not quite there as the other styles that I've had a little bit longer, but this is again beautiful, and it's the color of this is just beautiful. So it's like a ash blonde, kind of like an ash platinum blonde, but it's got these beautiful auburn highlights mixed in, which gives it the raspberry look. So it's just really, really, really pretty, and it's one of those shades that if you're wanting to go blonde, this would definitely be a good one, because there is so many dynamic highs and lows to this color that I think make it absolutely beautiful. And I wish this came in more styles. The FS10 Toffee Syrup, the Toffee Syrup, the Caramel Syrup, and then this Raspberry Syrup. I love the syrup shades because I'm just a person that loves highlights. When I used to highlight my own bio hair, I was very much into highlights, and there's just something about highlights that I feel like they brighten the face, and they just really give you that brightening effect. But let me just take this off. I want to show you the highlights up close. So this is a newer style. There's still quite a bit of silicone on this, and I've just been working it through to really bring out the curls on this. It's a beautiful style. But if you look closely, especially down here at the end, you'll see that there's some darker, see what I mean? Like right here, there's some darker pieces, and it's blended really well. Like right here in the front, there's some, you can see the darker pieces blended in with the blonde, and I think it's beautiful. I think that it's also on the top. So it's definitely not a medium brown, it's more of an auburn. But you can definitely see the raspberry. I think Raspberry Syrup is a great name for this because it is so beautiful, and it just has those vibes. And I don't know if you can see here, but there's tons of little permatease hairs in there, and that's what gives it so much volume. So this is one of those styles where I like to just really, I get in there where that permatease is, and I just really work the wide tooth comb, and I just keep going like that and like this. I don't really do a whole lot to the bottom part. You know, I might fluff it a little bit, but you don't ever take the comb and just drag it through, because that'll, could ruin the curl, or just not make it as curly. So it's all preference. It's all in how you want to wear the style. But for me, I love tons of volume, so I will work the permatease up here and then use the contour cream. And as you can tell, the more you play with it, the bigger the style gets. You can see how much volume. And so, it's so easy to get the volume, and you just take it, shake it really good, and it's so easy to get the volume with just a few simple techniques. And then you just pop it on, and you've got, it's crazy. It's big. It's big. You gotta love big. Now, the thing of it is, though, if you want something that's a little bit sleeker, I'm just showing this for how I wear it. But if you want something a little bit sleeker, you can actually sleek this down. So just those of you who don't like the volume, but still might want this hair, you can definitely wear it a lot less voluminous. It's just all about preference. So I hope that this helps those of you that have maybe been interested in this style. I know for me, color comparison videos are so amazing because it really helps you to see a bunch of different colors at once and make a decision on which one you might be wanting. There's such a plethora of colors out there, and it can be overwhelming sometimes, especially when you're new to your wig journey. It can be overwhelming to figure out what styles are going to work. So I really hope this helps. I love doing these to give you an idea of the different colors and how they look on different face shapes. So it's a real blessing to be able to do that and to bring this your way. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as part of the family here. Also, if you click the little down arrow down below, there are several links. You can follow me on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. My email address is listed. I also have an eBay store, and I do post wigs that I'm decluttering on the store. So my link to my eBay store is listed down below. If you'd like to check that out and purchase anything, feel free to. Also, if you're interested in any of this jewelry, these are beautiful, beautiful fashion pieces. This necklace here is stunning. It's unbelievable. I highly encourage you to check out the Corseted Jewel Lady. She is on Instagram, and she also has Facebook live shows on both Wednesday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. I try to join every single week. I absolutely love it. I'm addicted to it. I feel like it's a beautiful investment in ourselves. It's an investment in myself. It can be an investment in your life as well. It's just all being the best you, and that comes down to our wigs, our jewelry, our clothes. We want to feel the best that we can feel, and I think that having a combination of everything really, really helps. So if you haven't had a chance to check her out, please do so. I have linked the Corseted Jewel Ladies links down below so that you can check that out and join us for the fun as well. I'd love to see y'all there. This necklace is stunning. I just want to give you a close-up of it. It's so beautiful. It shines so much. And this ring is gorgeous. It's super blingy. I've got some bangles on here that are beautiful, and it's just an absolutely fun experience. I have met so many wonderful friends by going to the virtual lives, and I just love it so much. So I hope that you can join us sometime as well. So again, I just want to thank all of you for watching. I hope that everybody has a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.